Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this idea that your greatest fear is your greatest opportunity for growth and ability to achieve your potential. And we're going to talk about this in the context of anxious preoccupied attachment style. So, the first thing you want to know. Anxious preoccupied's biggest fears tend to be about feeling abandoned, rejected, and not good enough. And these tend to be like the three primary driving fears that really, put this person into sort of panic mode a little bit. And that's when all the coping mechanisms come online. Now, when we face our fears, when we move towards them and through them instead of running away from them, this is where real growth takes place. And it's really easy to go on autopilot and to run away from things, but it's, a lot more empowering to be accountable and to face up to them. So what you want to realize if you're anxious preoccupied is that these fears are a reflection of your relationship to yourself, not because it's your fault. It's because it's essentially the programs you acquired in childhood because of different incongruencies that took place, and either real abandonment or consistent perceived abandonment, like a caregiver, working long hours and not being around or whatever it might be in that kind of context. But because of being exposed to these patterns repetitively, they've now imprinted your subconscious mind. They become part of your subconscious comfort zone. They become then anything that's our subconscious comfort zone essentially determines the relationship we have to ourselves and the way that we treat ourselves. And then these are the exact things we come to fear that other people will do to us. So our greatest fears, you can think of it this way, regarding other people are usually things that we're already doing to ourselves on autopilot without fully recognizing it. Now, we can have other fears, but the vast majority of the time in interpersonal relationships, it's a mirror of us that we fear in terms of our own subconscious patterns. So what do? Well, first, identify these fears. So what are they? So in this case, feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, not good enough. Number two, look for where specifically as possible in your life, this is a reflection of the relationship you have to yourself. So some examples of this could be, where do I make myself feel not good enough? Is it that I put myself down? Is it that I constantly assume when somebody doesn't respond to me the way I want them to, that it's because of me, because I'm not good enough, something's wrong with me, I did something, that wasn't impressive enough, I'm not XYZ enough, smart enough, interesting enough, pretty enough, attractive, whatever it might be. Now, if you're constantly doing that to yourself, how would it feel if somebody outside of you spoke to you that way and said those things to you? They would make you feel put down, right? So I want you to see here, these patterns are cyclical. They start in the relationship to ourselves, the meaning we assign to different events, etc. And then we look at abandonment. Okay, well, where do you abandon yourself? Where is this showing up for you? Do you abandon your own feelings and needs to please other people? Like, really specifically look. And then the other major fear is feeling rejected. Where are you rejecting yourself, right? So these things kind of go hand in hand. And what you'll see is that by cleaning up those actions in the relationship to yourself, first, it will take the weight out of other people externally behaving this way towards you. And so a good place to start is just creating 2 daily strategies that you can action that will help you use repetition and emotion, because these are key factors of reprogramming your subconscious mind, which is actually what needs to happen for these patterns to change. You can't change anxious attachment style by just having some healthy coping mechanisms. We're not supposed to cope. We're supposed to reprogram the traumas and the imprints at the subconscious level that created these patterns and feelings and behaviors to begin with. And that's how real transformation happens. So then think of like 2 daily actions you can take repetitively that engage the subconscious mind so that you can start ending those patterns in the relationship to yourself. How can you make yourself feel good enough instead of not good enough, accepted instead of rejected, connected or together in the relationship to yourself, like by you showing up for your feelings, your needs, your boundaries, your desires, these sorts of things, instead of deprioritizing them and putting them last after prioritizing everything related to others. So those are some important places to start. If you want to do a much deeper dive into a lot of these things, we literally you can click the link in the description box below, and there's a 7-day free trial to our Reprogramming Your Anxious Attachment Style course that engages all these things, but like to the nth degree, gives you action steps, helps you to really identify how to reprogram these things through daily habits, reprogramming rituals, all sorts of things. And you can print off the workbooks, all that stuff. You can start for free. by clicking the link in the description box below and starting there. So anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.